The Boston Uprising played the Atlanta Reign very close in their 3-1 loss to them, and I don't mean to sound like a broken record, but this game mollywopped the Florida-Houston game for my favorite of the year so far. First things first, Izzy Aki is back, and now that the Boston coaching staff are free from their debts to the Jidset Mafia, they rotated him intelligently with Twilight and Lige gone. Izzy being back meant a lot more to Boston than you'd think, and he was like a secret weapon of sorts, but more on that later. On Ligier Gardens, Atlanta were off to a hot start, at least until Smurf decided to be a menace in the Atlanta backline, and everything started falling into place for Boston as they took the round 100-99. Decay and Birdman got some serious mojo going on, and they actually competed with Stalker and Lip overall on the series. Now Lip still showed why he is the MVP frontrunner right now, with his team play and timing being tangibly better than Birdring's, but Birdring still impressed me this game, and if we see more of this, he could find himself included with some of the better Sombras this year, like Happy or Merit. But now Control Center, this is where Boston did something utterly insane. You got a Tracer Hanzo DPS line, which is normal, but pair that with an Orisa, Bap, Zenyatta, and I don't know if Boston are confident or stupid to play Zen into Atlanta, but Izzy went absolutely ballistic. For this comp to work, he could not miss, and bro was incapable of not finding a pick every fight. We got to see the Izzy Zen in his full form. This motherfucker just walks at people, kills them, and transfer his team to catch up. He took over the lobby, and Boston won on their terms 100-78 to take map 1. On Blizzard World, Atlanta won 3-2 with Twilight and the off tanks on each team coming in. So with Smurf out, you can guess what happened. Kalios was often just going in a little bit too deep or making plays that either lost Boston fights entirely or put them in a disadvantageous position. Atlanta was able to finish the map in overtime, but each point was hard fought and came down to Atlanta edging them out to be just a bit better. Havana may have been an Atlanta 3-0, but they barely scraped by each point in overtime, and if Birdring didn't do a little trolling and die with EMP in the last fight on first point, it could have easily been a Boston win. With Twilight beside him, Izzy Aki came back in, and his Kiriko was putting the pressure on and finding good picks. Unfortunately, on Boston's offense, they just couldn't find the kills in the big ult fights and failed to break through first. Esperanza was action-packed. Neither team could push past the main area for over 5 minutes, as both teams are just doing a great job kiting out each other's aggression and ults until Lige Gon found a whip shot on Stalker and Decay stuck Fielder. This led to a Boston lead, and with 3 minutes left in the frame, Atlanta would start their comeback down 86-30 meters. Slowly but surely, Atlanta chip away at Boston until they make it to the checkpoint and all hell breaks loose. Winston's trade out and Birdring commits EMP only to die and kill nothing as Decay trades his life to stick Chio heading into the last fight. This is the time that Smurf decides to test if Silly Billy can actually defeat the unmatched power of EMP and Pulse Bomb, and as it turns out, Silly Billy gets absolutely demolished, and Boston goes into the final fight down their tank. Ultimately, Atlanta get the win, and I get that even with Chio dead late, it'd still be very tough for Boston to hold on through an EMP when they have no ults, but I still feel kind of robbed of a map 5, or at least an even more intense final fight. This was the super team that Boston promised, and was a major step up from anything we've seen from them so far. This is the most that Atlanta has been tested across an entire series, and for the first time this season, I think they looked beatable. But let me know your thoughts on this match and Boston right now. How high can you put them in your power rankings, and are they going to make it out of the knockouts, or do the Gladiators and Mayhem have something to say about that? As always, thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, be sure to subscribe because I'm almost at 2K for more Overwatch League content. Have yourself a good one. Deuces.